I'm back. Yes. So, before I get all of this started, I really need to say this. And hold on, give me a second. Still networking off some new shit. Okay, so before I say this, I need to clarify something that was already put into the atmosphere. So, just hear me out. Now, yes, I did say that I was coming back in March with my videos or for my vlogs for the Can We Talk vlog series. The reason why it hadn't happened like that is because I am a person and things happen. So there was a delay on my schedule as far as what I wanted to happen with the vlog series and things. Excuse my hair, y'all. But as y'all know, I don't mind coming up on here real raw and uncut and talking to y'all. You feel me? So, take it. Anyway, so, it took some time as far as my scheduling and things like that because I am actively working and there's a lot more things going on. But at the same time, I did not want to come back and not have anything to really discuss. And although between the months of March and we're in the month of June now, there has been a lot going on. I am aware. Like I said, I just did not want to come back and did not really have a conversation to have with everyone because although there has been a lot going on, it's like everyone's talking about it. And like I said in one of my previous videos a few years back, everyone's talking but there's no action. And I had already declared and been working on it that I am the type that we can have a conversation all day, but it's about what the conversation leads to. If there's going to be any action in behind the conversation, you feel what I'm saying? So there's that part. But then this past weekend came about, and as everyone knows, I am a Detroit native, born, raised, and still reside here. And I love the fuck out of my city. And although I will admit that we don't encounter a lot of the very detrimental situations that a lot of urban communities have to deal with around the nation, we still do deal with shit here. Yes, we do. And this particular time around, I was not there. But our Motor City Pride Festival just passed this weekend. Hold on, let me put this on. Because y'all know how I am. When I get to talking, I gotta talk. So our Motor City Pride Festival was this weekend. And those people that are correlated with the neo-Nazis and the very discriminatory and prejudiced group of people that we just real life don't fuck with, made it a notion to show up at the festival this weekend. Now, of course, everybody question is why. Why did y'all feel so compelled to show up to some shit that has nothing to do with y'all? But then we gonna get there. So, like I said, I wasn't there. I was not in attendance. I seen all of this through social media and the pictures and the videos that they were posting of the basically the shit that was going on down there. You feel me? Because nobody had prior knowledge of any of this. But according to y'all's favorite chief of police, James Craig, They had prior notice. The police force had prior notice of all of this happening. I'm going to get to that too. But they had prior knowledge of all of this happening. They knew that they were going to be there. They knew that they were going to come there on a real prejudice, discriminatory type of, how can I explain this? They knew pretty much what the approach of all of this was. So, like I said, I'm going to get to this. But while everybody was asking why it seemed like they were protecting more of those people than the actual, event goers themselves, we going to get to that. But, again, like I said, the local police department had prior knowledge of this situation. Did not alert the public. Did not alert the public at all. Said nothing. They allowed all of those event goers to get to that event and to have to deal with the ridicule of all this hatred. Well, the ridicule and the hatred. Just for the sake of they did not want any controversy. Okay, so I'm going to skate back to that. Now, like I said, these people came without a reason or an agenda in the world except for to spew their hate. Because that's exactly what was going on. If you haven't seen it, look it up. On God. It's everywhere now. You literally have people down there with the flags representing their shit, and then the flags that they had that's not representing their shit, so they can deliberately demolish and destroy the shit in front of the people that they are protesting against. It gets better. It gets better, bitch. It gets better. Not only did that happen, but they allowed these people to come down there in all their hate rhetoric. Girl even had the swastika bands on. The swastika. You know what the fuck I'm saying. Swastika bands. Even had the bands on. Even had the armbands on, or the patches, and anything representing the fact that they knew, they wanted the public to know that they were deliberately out there to spew the hate, to spew the rhetoric, to spew the negativity and the bullshit. They deliberately did this so the public can know that they there. And this is how they feel. And this is what they gonna do. Oh, it gets better. I forgot about that part. It gets better. Not only that, these people were allowed, because Michigan is now an open carry state, these people were allowed to come down there in full armor. In full armor. Like they was expecting some shit to go down. Bulletproof vests. A few of them had automatics, and a few of them had motherfucking handguns. Either way, they came prepared knowing that had that situation went wrong, they would have been able to defend themselves. That means they was premeditated. Think about it. Oh, and it gets better. It gets better. It gets so much better. For those of y'all that follow me on Facebook, if you don't, it's facebook.com. You can find me at, I have 2 pages. There's Jesse Johnson, and then there's Sinatra Johnson. Sinatra J. Johnson is the page that I most actively use. I'm always on there, and I'm always sharing news articles, whether y'all paying attention or not. Not my problem. But I am always sharing different news articles and things like that. And as of this morning, I had just shared a link to an article that says not only did the DPD themselves know ahead of time that these people were coming, a lot of them was out of towners as well. Let's be honest, a lot of them was out of towners too. But they had full awareness of the fact that these people were going to come, what the agenda was, what they were trying to do. And in the words of the police chief, James Craig himself, they wanted to create a Charlottesville, North Carolina 2.0. What does that mean? Now, we all know what happened in Charlottesville. That is not a joke. We all know what occurred in Charlottesville, North Carolina. That shit is not a joke at all. So if you are able to stand yourself on this platform to say, oh, we knew that this was what they were coming to do. They wanted to create a chaos. They wanted to come here and wreak havoc in the city. They wanted to just come here and, excuse my words, they wanted to come fuck shit up and walk out. If y'all had prior knowledge of this, why then would y'all allow these people to come into the vicinity of this motherfucking environment and still do that? But, they have regulations. They can't burn the flags. You can't shoot your guns. But because of freedom of speech, because of the amendments of the Constitution of the United States of America, they had the freedom to come out there and say what the fuck and do what the fuck they wanted to do, just as long as it didn't get chaotic. So to answer everyone's question as far as why it seemed they were patrolling or protecting more of the opposing party that was there versus the actual event attendees themselves, that's why. Thank your chief of police for putting everything into perspective for us, by the way. Because he was the one that went on there and explained the shit. Well, the person that's in charge of the moderation and things like that for Motor City Pride and things like that, he did make a statement as well. But in particular, this is about the protection. The protection. It's simply about that. The protection. There was, I guess in a way you could say there was some. You can say there was some. But can you really say there was? Think about it. They're in a urban city at a time where we are at our most sensitive about racial issues, discriminatory issues, prejudicial issues, just issues all across the board. I'm being honest with you. Ask yourself this question, because I've seen a lot of this too. They say as much crime and black on black crime and things like that that's going on in this city. Why didn't nobody defend that shit and all that? I seen all of that. And although I agree, I only agree to a certain extent. Because you got to be able to play smart about these situations. Think about it. If even just a group of maybe 5 motherfuckers had the courage to go out there and approach that situation, how really do you think it would have turned out? Like I said, those motherfuckers came ready. And I'm not saying that wasn't nobody down there ready neither. What I'm saying is, you have to be conscious of the situation you create. They came down there with the notion of they knew they wanted to come and fuck some shit up, whether it was just by imagery or physically or emotionally, however the fuck it come about. That was the whole agenda in the first place. Because when 2 or more gather in the midst of whatever is going on, best believe, maybe not all may agree, but they gonna all come into agreements. All of them motherfuckers that was down there on that shit knew exactly what they were doing and why they were down there. They knew when they woke up out their motherfucking beds that morning and was getting ready for the fuck shit. They knew. They knew exactly what they were doing. And sometimes you just gotta be able to play smarter than the dumb shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If it had been a matter of a motherfucker that was brave enough, you feel me, I would not deny at all that they'd have a whole rush of motherfuckers coming right in behind them like, yup, bitch. Ready. Especially when it becomes a situation when it's amongst a group of people that, bitch, ain't nobody bothering y'all. Although it's in a public place, this event is very secluded because it's within a park bounds. They got the motherfucking guards and shit out there. Soon as you walk into the gate, ready to take your money and check your shit and you good to go. You feel me? Same motherfucking thing happens in the back off the Riverwalk. I know, like I said, I'm a Detroit native. I grew up here. I know how this shit laid. It's become ridiculous that this is how hate-fueled people are these days. And what was so fucked up was another statement that Mr. James Craig made in the article where he said it was parties on both sides, the opposing side and the event goers. It was basically bullshit happening on both sides. It wasn't just the people that came out there on the bullshit. If nature ain't never taught y'all motherfuckers nothing, it's gonna always be a matter of action and reaction, cause and effect. Them bitches is gonna always be like yin and yang. It's gonna always happen like that. So, in my personal opinion, Mr. James Craig, if you wanted to avoid any situation on either end, that shit should not have been allowed, and especially so close to that premises in the first fucking place. I wasn't even there. And I could just about tell you That was bound. That shit was destined to fall into some fuckery and into some bullshit. And I wasn't even there. The crazy part is, the reason why I didn't go was simply because I had a feeling. Now, I have a significant other that she's not even from here. You feel me? She's not even from the state of Michigan. So, there's a lot of things that, since our time being here, we have had the privilege of experiencing with one another, you feel me? Because I do want her to get around and see shit. But it's just certain things that I will also be like, let me put you up on game. And unfortunately, the Motor City Pride Festival, although I love the concept of it, I would never be able to really put myself or my people in the attendance of the shit, because y'all literally wait until that event comes for some shit like this to happen. And I ain't saying y'all as far as the event goers or the allies or none of that. I'm literally talking to the opposers. The opposing party. Y'all literally wait until it gets to a circumstance as far as an event. A public event that is only meant for the people it's meant for. Which means if it ain't your crowd, stay home. It's as simple as that. And although me, myself, I'm not all off into the gay world like that for real here. And, you know, like, I got my peoples, but I don't fuck around for real. I'm being honest. I got my peoples, but I don't fuck around. But I will always advocate the fuck out of my people, my community, when it comes to some shit like this. Why? Because not only am I a Native American woman growing up in this goddamn country, but I'm also automatically deemed as black, and I love my melanin. Fuck what y'all talking about. But I'm automatically deemed as black over my Native heritage. So that gives me all types of stipulations put on me. Not only that, I'm an open, lesbian, dominant woman. You feel me? And don't mind carrying myself out here like as such. And we all know how y'all feel about the blacks, the natives, and the gays. Need I say more? We all know exactly how y'all feel about the blacks, the natives, and the gays. Bitch, and I got all three stamped on me. It has to get to a point that, and I feel like I'm gonna be saying this for a long time to come, because I've been saying this for a long time coming. I feel like it's real life gonna get to the point where people just have to find a point of understanding. T.S. Madison, thank her for this, said it best. Y'all need to start teaching y'all motherfucking kids and the people within y'all household that whatever the fuck y'all believe in or whatever the fuck is going on in y'all motherfucking household is not everyone else's perspective. There's a lot of people in this world. That means it's a lot of individual shit going on. Instill in these motherfuckers that what another person eat don't make you shit. Who another person messing around with don't make you nut. It doesn't happen that way. Unless you involve yourself in these situations in order for this dumb shit to happen, it won't. The crazy part is, in order to stop the hate, everybody keep asking the same question. In order to stop the hate, how we gonna stop the hate? How we gonna just get people to just love and love? And how we gonna stop people to? People have to work on that on their own. The crazy part is, it's been so systematically instilled within people. I'm talking about generational shit. You feel me? It's been so systematically instilled in people that a lot of people don't know how to take to the outside. They don't. A lot of people real life don't know how to take to the outside. That's not your problem though. That's theirs. At the moment they realize that that's a problem that they have to put into check, things will get a lot better. On God. As y'all say, on God. Things will become a lot better when people start putting things into their own perspective to know, listen, my way is not everyone's way. My way isn't even the way of the world. That come down to y'all religious Bible and scripture thumpers and things too. That comes exactly down to y'all as well. Y'all keep talking all this stuff about God this and God that, but do not realize that the same scripture you're speaking is exactly what life is. If he told you, according to y'all, in that same book, that everyone was granted free will, and you are actually seeing it happen around you, who are you to try to do anything about it? It's God's will. Let it happen. You just live your best life or your most perfect life, and however you feel fit to see yourself getting into the pearly gates or the afterlife, or however y'all put it. I don't know what y'all believe in. I can only speak on myself. But the moment that people come to the realization that it's not that serious, man. It's really not that serious. Especially if what the next person is doing has no effect on you whatsoever. Yeah. Simple as that. If you are still homophobic in any way, shape, or form in 2019, something is wrong with you. On God. Something is really wrong with you. Because this homosexual shit that y'all keep talking about has been existing for years now. And I mean centuries. This shit has been happening. It was fine to y'all when it was closeted, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers, that's what y'all don't really want to be known, is that a lot of y'all motherfuckers is real life closeted, and I'm talking to the men. A lot of y'all is real life closeted and don't know how to take. If you are still homophobic in 2019, something is wrong with you. Seriously. Because I don't know not one gay person, lesbian, bisexual person, transgender person, person of questioning, acquiring. I don't know what the fuck all them shits is nowadays, but I know what I'm saying. I don't know not one person of this community that's out bothering no motherfucking body. When it comes to the trans women, a lot of y'all motherfuckers be approaching them. Why y'all mad? A lot of y'all motherfuckers be trying to clock them. Why y'all mad? When it comes to the gay boys, Y'all be trying to clock them. Come for them. Always got something to say about them. Why? They ain't come for y'all. When it comes to the lesbians, like the studs and the doms and the AGs and things like that, y'all come for them. I ain't never seen not one motherfucker be like, well, why you straight? Why you like niggas? Or why you like girls? I never seen one gay motherfucker approach not one straight person like that ever. Ever. But y'all stay trying to clock. Why? I don't know. It's not necessary, and it's not your business what the next person is doing. That's simple. If it's not your cup of tea, sis, it's not your cup of tea. Bag the fuck up. Simple as that. That real life just... On God, I don't even think I'm editing this video because I don't need to. I have no reason to. Everything that I said in all of this was very detailed and very valid. And if y'all think I'm lying, DetroitNews.com, they was the ones that shared the article. Okay. I'm sure you could search bar on any goddamn social media site right now. Look up Detroit Pride 2019. You gonna see the shits. Or, I'm sorry, Motor City Pride 2019. And you'll see it. It's just very unnecessary, very unruly, and just very like, why and what the fuck? What was the purpose? What made y'all want to do this? Why was it so necessary to spill y'all hate on that day or at that particular time, at that particular event, when ain't nobody come for neither one of you motherfuckers? I ain't even know Nazis still existed here. Where the fuck y'all even come from? Here? Of all places. Here? Child, listen. I ain't... Of all places, here? Where the fuck y'all even come from? That's how I know they had to be out of towners. They had to be. They Nazis. Because it was corrected when they said, oh, it was KK members down there. It was corrected. They said, no, they weren't KKK members. They were neo-Nazi affiliates. Bitch, and that makes it better? Who the fuck you think? Where the fuck you think the KKK got their shit from? Y'all better do y'all motherfucking... Listen, y'all better do y'all research. Quit letting these motherfuckers talk to y'all sideways like we ain't supposed to know what the fuck we talking about. I wouldn't give a goddamn if it was the KKK down there in the hoods or the motherfucking neo-Nazis down there in the goddamn swastika bands. I don't give a fuck. It was not supposed to happen. It was not supposed to happen. And honestly speaking, I can't say if I was in attendance anything would have happened, because what was so unfortunate was that a lot of motherfuckers didn't even find out until they was at the end of their goddamn trail in front of the motherfucking gates. But of course they was across the street and shit. But in front of the goddamn entranceway to the park where everybody can see them. And then shit dispersed. You ain't hear nothing about it after that. So they knew what they was doing. It was a very operated motherfucking, a very, very, very detailed operation, you could say. They knew exactly what they were doing. So I honestly can't say that if I was there, I wouldn't have done a fuck thing. Because didn't nobody even know they was there. Except for the motherfucking, the bystanders and the people that's coming and going that seen them, because of course people gonna be coming up down to that bitch all day. So you got some people that might have had to work on Saturday or shit, they just didn't feel like getting up early, you feel me? So they gonna be still about, arriving around about 4, 5 o'clock in the evening, in the afternoon, or around maybe 6, 7 in the evening when shit just about to pop before it closed. You feel me? And they seeing all this shit. They probably walked into the park running into motherfuckers telling them like, bitch, you'll never guess. Because nobody knew. And that's the most fucked up part about it all. If y'all had prior knowledge about all of this shit happening, y'all was supposed to alert the public first. And y'all allowed them motherfuckers to walk into a situation that they did not know what the fuck was gonna happen, how it may perspire, none of that shit. Y'all real life let damn near 1,000 motherfuckers, cause ain't no telling how many people was for real down there. Cause we got tourist activity and everything that be happening down there in downtown, especially by Hart Plaza. So it was probably thousands while I'm talking shit. But y'all literally allowed all these motherfuckers to walk into a situation that they real life knew nothing about. That ain't fair at all. Especially to come out days after. This article was just released this morning. This morning. Y'all waited days to tell these motherfuckers, oh yeah, y'all had prior knowledge. Oh yeah, we knew. And they wanted to spark this. And they wanted to do this. And they wanted to... That should have been public knowledge off bail. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. That should have been public knowledge off bail. Can't nobody do shit about a situation that they have no control over, nor do they have any knowledge about. Think about it. If nobody knew these motherfuckers was there until at the end. Until the end. You can't blame anybody for not doing anything about the situation that they had no knowledge of and had no control over. That's as simple as that. The motherfuckers that were supposed to do something about it was the motherfuckers that had prior knowledge of the shits. Which was the police, which was the fucking police department. And y'all chief came out and said the shit out his own goddamn mouth. In his own motherfucking statement, he said the shit. Like I said, bitch, if you don't believe me, DetroitNews.com, DetroitFreePress.com, y'all better look it up. I've already went long enough. And like I said, I ain't editing shit. I'm not editing this video. This about to be my entry back. However y'all feel about it, bitch, take it. I don't care. But y'all need to listen to some fucking body when we telling y'all it's too much shit going on in this goddamn city. And whether we allowing it or not, we gotta do something about it. Because apparently, you see, we ain't got no protection. Not for real. Not for real. I'm done. I'm off this. I've already let my rant go. Take it how y'all want. But this has become a very serious situation. Because if our own police force, the ones that are the ones taking the oath to protect and serve within their communities, if they're allowing this shit to come in and happen, regardless of what may have transpired, like all they saying is thankfully because of our patrol, nothing happened. Okay. Shouldn't have been allowed in the first place. Shouldn't have been allowed in the first place. So, I'm going to leave that there. Take it how y'all want. I hope y'all have a good day, a blessed day, a productive day. and nonetheless a very positive one. And y'all see me back soon. Don't worry about it. I'm coming back. But for now, take this, and as always, let's just keep the conversation going. And not just keep the conversation going, let's find some results. Because in the words of Aaliyah, we need a resolution. We do. I'll catch y'all later.